What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I recently just scaled a new Shopify dropshipping store from 0 to over 10K a day in literally just 5 days. So I have the store here. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you guys did see that I posted this yesterday. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you guys are missing out, you're bogus. But if this is something you want to see, make sure you watch this video to the very end, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the video.
You love me, I won't guess. All this is just a mess. Most of the time you lie, some nights you don't reply. Oh, why? To deal with all your bullshit, girl, I try. How could you hurt me when I said for you I would die? Send a nigga to the sky. Feel like love's not the remedy. So all I got is these melodies.
Before we get started with the video, as you guys know, there is always the link in the description for a free one-on-one consulting call with me and my team. And there's also a link in the description to get added into our Discord channel. We recently moved over from Telegram to Discord. A lot of you guys in my Telegram know that there's been bots like attacking our Telegram for some reason. So we got that Discord channel made. We're gonna be a lot more active in there. So join that channel if you haven't already. And with that out of the way, let's get into product selection. So the first thing I'm gonna be talking about is how we actually selected this product. How did I go out and find this product, right? A lot of people are struggling with product research. So it's not rocket science. When you're testing on TikTok, a lot of times you could actually go ahead and find past winners on Facebook and go ahead and honestly just launch them on TikTok, right? Find creatives online, scroll through your TikTok feed, see what's trending, see what's working, and then go ahead and launch it for yourself. It's a lot easier to get a TikTok ad campaign up because the video creatives are a lot easier to source than going ahead and trying to put together a Facebook video ad, right? These creatives are typically only around 10 to 15 seconds, and they're pretty much just a TikTok video and they get straight to the point. You could also order in your product and make a video for this product in literally about 10 to 15 seconds. You pull up your phone, you record it, you do something stupid with it, something funny, and people will like the creative. So that's something you definitely have to take into consideration. But in order to actually go out and find your product, scroll through TikTok's platform. Use TikTok's creative library, right? There's a whole bunch of different things out there and a whole bunch of different sources that can literally give you winning products on a daily basis, right? As I was saying, a large majority of the products that are saturated on Facebook are doing very well on TikTok right now because it is a new platform, right? This is honestly, in my eyes, the first summer that TikTok ads have really been out there and people are actually testing TikTok ads. A lot of people knew about it last summer. I personally started testing on TikTok around this time last year. And so there's a lot more people on the platform right now and the competition is starting to build itself up. So definitely try to make the most out of it as we are still very early in the platform. Now moving into section 2 of the video, we're gonna be talking about my TikTok launch strategy. So what did I do to actually go ahead and launch this TikTok campaign, right? How are we testing this product? A lot of you guys may have seen the video that's actually posted on my channel. I basically just explained my in-depth TikTok testing strategy. So I essentially went out and did the exact same thing. So I was actually launching this store with a couple of my partners and we wanted to try something a little bit different. The launch strategy was exactly the same. The only difference was we launched straight off the bat with automated creative optimization, also known as ACO. So what this does is it gives us the option to test a whole bunch of creatives and it gives TikTok the opportunity to continue to push budget within the creatives that are performing the best. So as usual, 5 ad groups to start off. 4 of them are going to be interest stacked with behaviors. And then the last one is going to be a broad ad group. This time we launched a little bit on a higher budget. So instead of testing $20 ad groups, we tested at $40. And on day 1, we did about $200 in sales and also spent roughly about $200. So we were only down on cost of goods. So with that being said, we're gonna get into section 3 of this video and we're gonna be talking about my scaling strategy and how we knew that this was potentially a winner straight off day 1, even though this campaign was not profitable. So at the end of day 1, we jumped into the ad account and we saw that there's a couple ad groups that didn't perform the best, but we also had 2 or 3 ad groups that were performing very well. We're talking, 3 to 5 ROAS. So with that being said, we ended up killing essentially what was not working and we ended up scaling what was working. We started off by scaling horizontally before scaling budgets vertically. And literally in just doing that, after launching about 20 new ad groups that night, we did about $1,200 in sales literally on day 2 of launching this. And we had about a 25 to 30% margin overall on this $1,200 day, literally 48 hours into launching this new store and this new product. So, 1K a day is cool and all, but how did we take this from 1K a day on day 2 to over 10K in a day on day 5. The process was actually a lot simpler than you think. So a lot of people tend to overthink the scaling process, and there's been a huge debate between duplicating and scaling budgets directly on your ad groups. So one of the things that I've noticed while running ads on this ad account is that TikTok really tends to run off of momentum. And if you can build up consistency throughout the day, you can go ahead, jump into the ad account and switch budgets directly onto those ad groups, right? For some reason, this just works very well for me. And when I say scaling ad budgets on the ad groups, I mean push the fucking budget on the ad group. Like a lot. Sorry for my, what did they say? Sorry for my French. But I'm talking take an ad group from $40 to $1,000. I'm talking take an ad group from $100 to $1,000. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are gonna go out and actually spend this full $1,000 on the ad group. But if you are going to be moving forward with this strategy, one thing that you do have to make sure of is that you're checking your ad account on an hourly basis, and you have to be very strict with cutting ad groups because things can go south very fast. So if you're gonna be using this scaling strategy, it is very effective, but it is also very dangerous if you guys are not consistently monitoring your ad account. You guys pretty much have to sit there and watch it throughout the day because, I mean, think about it. If you have an ad group that's at $40 and only spent about $20 midway through the day, but has 4 or 5 purchases, and you take that from that $40 budget and only that $20 in ad spend on the day, literally midday to over $1,000 in ad spend, you now have 12 hours to go ahead and spend $1,000. So TikTok is likely to try and blow that budget. If it's spending through it, what you'll notice is that those CPAs will stay very consistent throughout that whole $1,000 budget. Sometimes they'll only stay consistent for the first 200. So honestly, just watch the ad account and start to kill things at the point where you think that it's not going to be performing. Also try to take into consideration the fact that attribution, although it is a little bit better on TikTok, is very off at scale. I mean, we did about 300 units on that 10K day, and I wanna say about 80 to 100 orders didn't track within our Shopify dashboard, which is honestly crazy to think of. So that's something that you have to add into your equation when you're deciding whether something has too high of a CPA or not. Every single day, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're duplicating and testing new interest as well, just so you can keep a consistent flow of new incoming visitors and new incoming traffic, and continue to test this vertical scaling strategy and monitor your account very consistently. But if you're doing all of these things, there is only one thing that is missing. So we're gonna hop into it, and this is going to be the last section of the video, and this is backend optimization. So we're talking about average order values, we're talking about fulfillment, we're talking about customer service. These are all things that you absolutely have to have in place. And the main thing that we added in straight out the gate was SMS abandoned cart sequences and SMS promotions. So we have a coupon code on our website that's giving people a 10% off discount straight out the gate when they land onto our website. And this has converted for about $10,000 out of 30K in revenue over the past 6 days that we've been testing with this product. And that just goes to show how important it is to have these systems in place. It literally accounted for about 30% of our overall revenue since we've launched this product. So that's the main thing that I would go ahead and add. And the second thing would be unlimited bundles and discounts. If your product is a product that people can buy multiple of, you wanna make sure that they have the option to buy multiple at a discounted price. And now, the last thing that I would have set up as far as the average order value is either pre-purchase upsells or post-purchase upsells, or both. I prefer to honestly go post-purchase because at that point, people are already in that buying type behavior and they don't really have a reason to opt out of the purchase if the offer makes sense for them. And another thing is, post-purchase upsells don't mess with your funnel because people have already completed their purchase. So if you're doing all of these things, the only 2 things that you're missing now is customer service and fulfillment. Make sure you do have a trustworthy supplier that you can get a fast quote from, because if you have a product that's scaling up as fast as this product scaled up, you're gonna wanna have somebody that can handle this volume and can get you a quote within 24 hours or within even 12 hours if possible, and get orders shipped out literally within about 48 hours, because things tend to go south very crazy if you don't have these systems in place. A lot of times suppliers might give you a bad quote. A lot of times suppliers might not be able to ship out your orders for about a week. So definitely make sure that you have a reputable supplier and you do have somebody that you can trust and somebody that will give you a good quote on this product, because that can be very bad for your margins. If you do have good margins, you know, based off the AliExpress price, and then you get a quote from a supplier and the margins are bad, you might now be unprofitable and you might now be at a point where it's no longer necessary for you to even go ahead and run this product just because of those margins. With that being said, guys, this is gonna bring us to the end of the video. So as always, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the links in my description. I was just talking about sourcing, I was just talking about suppliers. I'm also going to leave the link to my supplier down below in the description. Don't ask for a quote if you guys aren't doing like 10 to 20 units a day. It's honestly just not worth the time. But if you are doing that, they'll be more than happy to help you. Join the Discord if you haven't. Book your free one-on-one consulting call if you haven't. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, catch you guys in the next video.
They love me less. Do you love me? I won't guess. All this is just a mess. Most of the time you lie, some nights you don't reply. Oh, why? To deal with all your bullshit, girl, I try. How could you hurt me when I said for you I would die? Send a nigga to the sky. Feel like love's not the remedy. So all I got is these melodies. Praying that they heal all this pain. Know that you might feel the same. Like there's nothing to gain, yeah.